I know I can't be the only one that feels that way. Like, these years are going by quicker and quicker. But one thing that I'm always telling you all to do before the new year starts is to reflect on, the previous year. We always get into the habit of setting goals and making New Year's resolutions. And we never really take the time to reflect on what we have accomplished or the things that we have done in the present year, just to put things into perspective for ourselves. Because I know for me, a lot of times it doesn't really feel like you're making progress. Am I the only one, or do you feel that way too? Like, a lot of times it doesn't really feel like you're making progress unless you're actively documenting, all of your milestones and everything that you hit, or until you actually reflect on the year and realize dang, I actually did quite a few things this year. So that's where I am with it.
Welcome to the Friends in Beauty podcast, a safe space for ambitious beauty industry creatives to have real talk, get real answers, and practical tools to grow their businesses. My name is Aquia Robinson, and I'm a makeup artist, beauty educator, and the creator of Friends in Beauty. I created Friends in Beauty to support like-minded creatives just like you on their quest to connect, network, and build genuine relationships within the beauty community. Join me every week as me and my special guests reveal the keys to success and longevity in the beauty industry, and most importantly, have fun while doing it. You ready? Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. I am so happy to have you here with me, and I hope you're listening to this episode in high spirits and in good health. If you are a friend in beauty, I welcome you to join the Friends in Beauty Facebook community. If you're looking for a community of like-minded, ambitious friends in beauty to virtually connect with, network, and share resources, then click the link down below in the show description to join our community, and I'll be there to welcome you with open arms. Also, follow Friends in Beauty on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty. What I like to do is something called the Friends in Beauty Friday feature, where every Friday I spotlight a different friend in beauty and their accomplishments. So no matter how big or small you think it is, I want to shout you out. I want to send you some good vibes. So all you have to do is use the hashtag FIB Friday feature, tag Friends in Beauty on something that you have accomplished, and I'll share it with the community. Additionally, the Friends in Beauty podcast is available on several platforms. We're on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google, YouTube, you name it. And whatever platform you are listening from right now, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into the Friends in Beauty podcast. I truly appreciate you so much. And I would love it even further if you took the time to leave a 5-star rating, a review, a comment, a like, a share, a subscribe, or something to let me know how you feel about the Friends in Beauty podcast. I would absolutely love it. And also, I have to tell you that you should join the Friends in Beauty mailing list tribe if you haven't already, because they are the first to know about all things Friends in Beauty, and I send out different business resources, tips, and advice throughout the week. So if that's something that you're interested in, the link for that will be in the description as well. And last but not least, the most important thing is to share the Friends in Beauty podcast with your other friends in beauty, your family, your friends, anybody that you think could benefit from the information that is being shared. Share away to help me grow the Friends in Beauty community. Now, on this episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast, I just wanted to come and chat with you, my friend in beauty, just to, reflect on 2021, talk about some things that I'm looking forward to in the new year, because we are quickly approaching the holidays. We are actually already in the holiday season, and New Year's is next week, okay? And I feel like we literally just brought in 2021, but I know I can't be the only one that feels that way. Like, these years are going by quicker and quicker. But one thing that I'm always telling you all to do before the new year starts is to reflect on, the previous year. We always get into the habit of setting goals and making New Year's resolutions. And we never really take the time to reflect on what we have accomplished or the things that we have done in the present year, just to put things into perspective for ourselves. Because I know for me, a lot of times it doesn't really feel like you're making progress. Am I the only one, or do you feel that way too? Like, a lot of times it doesn't really feel like you're making progress unless you're actively documenting, all of your milestones and everything that you hit, or until you actually reflect on the year and realize dang, I actually did quite a few things this year. So that's where I am with it.
I actually took a moment, and the way that I normally reflect on my year is because I kind of like live through my calendar. Like, my calendar is everything to me. Like, if it's not on my calendar, it does not exist. Even like personal things, when it comes down to my friends and stuff, I have to put it on my calendar. So what I normally do is I'll go through my calendar. I'll start like at January and just look at some of the things that I have on my calendar. And like, by the time you get to the end of the year, you really do be forgetting like majority of the things that you have done. So I just wanted to share some of my reflections with you all, because unfortunately, with me, I don't necessarily put everything on Instagram. And even some of the things that I wrote down, I was like, dang, I forgot I even did that. And I never even mentioned it on Instagram. And it's kind of like a big deal, sort of say. Some of them is a big deal. So I just wanted to share some of my reflections with you for 2021. Some of the things that I did business-wise or personally, and that I'm proud of, that I'm happy I did, that I forgot that I did, that I'm like, dang, like, you need to do more of this. But one of those things is I launched the Friends in Beauty YouTube. So earlier this year, I want to say I launched it on my birthday, actually. My birthday is February 4th. Shout out to all my Aquariuses. Okay, gang. Okay, our time is coming soon. The Sagittarius is leaving, the Capricorns, then it's us, baby. But I think I launched it on my birthday, February 4th. And I launched the YouTube. So previously, like, launched it officially. So previously I was just hosting like the podcast video interviews on the YouTube channel. But then I started to create like regular, like, I guess, YouTube-ish type of content on the YouTube channel. And I did that, consistently as I could. But I have like a lot of things that I'll talk about later that I want to do with the YouTube channel. But I launched the Friends of Beauty YouTube. I think right now we're at like 300 and something subscribers. I need to get to 1,000. Okay. So if you have not subscribed to the Friends of Beauty YouTube channel, definitely subscribe, because it's not just the podcast interviews on there, but I also have like regular content on there business wise for the beauty industry. And I also take you behind the scenes on quite a few things like photo shoots or other beauty related things that's going on in the city or other cities that I visit. So definitely check out the YouTube, okay? And make sure you subscribe, okay? To be honest, your girl is trying to get monetized, and you can help me do that by actually watching my videos and actually subscribing to the YouTube. Not just watching it, but actually subscribe to the channel. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, so I launched the Friends of Beauty YouTube. One thing that I'm also proud about is that I have not missed a podcast episode at all this year. So every Wednesday, I upload a new episode or a rewind episode to the Friends of Beauty podcast. And I have been consistent for, 52 weeks. Like, next week is the last week. So that's something to be really proud about, because that's one thing that people always tell me about myself, is that they admire my consistency. Consistency is not easy. They say that it pays off, and I'm just waiting to collect my checks when it pays off. So I have been really consistent with the podcast this year, and I'm really, really proud of that. Also, what you do not know yet, unless you follow me on social media, on my personal page, Aquia Robinson, or on Friends in Beauty, is that I got to interview Beat Face Honey for the Friends of Beauty podcast. That episode has not been released yet. That won't come out until after the new year. But when I say, like, I was pinching myself, because she is one of the people that I believe when I first started getting into makeup, I feel like my mom found her channel on YouTube and sent it to me, and I was just like hooked ever since. So absolutely loved interviewing her. And it was more like a conversation, just like two friends just chit-chatting and everything. Very transparent conversation with her. I absolutely loved it. I also went to Mexico this year. Oh my gosh, that was my first time going to Mexico. And that's when I realized that I am starting to live in the manifestations of like how I want my life to be. Because in Mexico, like, I always tell people that I want a lifestyle where I can work from anywhere, aside from like doing my events and everything. I don't really want to be tied down to like one place to be able to create income. So, or just to work. So when I went to Mexico, I realized like, wow, you are living the work from anywhere lifestyle right now, because I was literally like on the beach. Like my room was on the beach, looking at the water, just so cool, so relaxing. But I was also uploading my YouTube videos and stuff while I was there, uploading podcast episodes while I was there, still getting, work done and everything. So absolutely loved it. Also, this year, I think I did more one-on-ones than I have ever done in 1 year, like with makeup artists, and also with regular, like everyday women. I did like virtual lessons with them and in person, because they want to learn how to do their makeup for these Zoom calls and everything, all this working from home and stuff. So I did a lot. I don't even know how many, but it's more than I have ever done in 1 year. That's for sure. Also, one really cool thing is I saw my makeup on season 6 of The Real Housewives of Potomac. So I have gotten to work with Ashley Darby in the past, and this particular time, I think I just did her makeup because she was going to a little party or something, but I definitely saw my makeup on season 6 of The Real Housewives of Potomac. I think it's when she went to Karen's Love Party. If you happen to, like that franchise or whatever, the Housewives, and it was when she went to Karen's Love Party with all the couples and everything. That's when I did her makeup. Also, I got to work with a lot of brands this year, like beauty brands or people's personal brands, with them doing like their like branding shoots and everything with models, or just all types of stuff. So truly appreciative for that, because it's always a pleasure when somebody chooses you to bring like their vision to fruition. So I've definitely worked with like a lot of fashion and beauty brands and just like beauty related brands. Totally cool. Absolutely love that too. Another thing on the personal side is I started therapy this year. So I am an advocate for therapy. I think that we all can benefit from, having somebody to talk to. I actually started off with one therapist. It wasn't really going all that great. And then now I have a new therapist who I've actually been enjoying. So I started therapy this year. I feel like it's going well. Being able to talk through some of my challenges that I have in my life or in my business, like having somebody to talk to, that's also great. Another thing is I kind of stepped outside of my comfort zone this year. Like I really stepped outside of my comfort zone this year and got in front of the camera. It was like volunteering to get in front of the camera. So the first thing that I did, I modeled. If you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see the vlog for this, but I modeled for Hair Sprinkles, which is a cute little brand, like hair installation brand that I love. If you see me, you see like the little beads in my hair, those are Hair Sprinkles. But I modeled for her brand, which was like so cool. And my friend in beauty, Sierra Talley, got to do my makeup, but I was just so tickled to be on the other side of things and everything like that. So check out Hair Sprinkles, check out the vlog if you want to see a little behind the scenes of that. One of the things that I'm really excited about as I reflect on this year is that I found my baby. I found Cash, my kitten, this year. Look, her ears went back to, I could see her right now. Her ears went back when I said her name. Not talking to you, girl, but I found a cat this year, and I literally feel like I manifested this cat. Like if you know me, you know I love cats, and I grew up with a cat for 20 years, and I've been wanting another cat for the longest time. The other cat passed away maybe like 12 years ago or something. But I've been wanting another cat so bad, and I found Cash, and she has been keeping me great company. It's been a pleasure to see how big that she has grown. And if you have pets, I don't know if it's the same thing that people feel when they have kids, because I don't have kids, but it's really truly amazing that I've been able to keep this thing, this living, breathing thing alive for as long as she's been alive in my care. So another cool thing that I did this year is I went to Senegal with my family. My brother-in-law is from there. So my brother-in-law, my sister, her kids, and my mom, we all went to Senegal. Me and my mom stayed for 2 weeks. My sister and them, they stayed for like a month. But that was another situation where I was working from anywhere. Like I'm all the way in West Africa, still uploading YouTube, still uploading podcast episodes, even though it was a pain in the butt, okay? When I say the Wi-Fi and the internet over there, I don't know how my international friends in beauty do it, or maybe y'all got something different that I don't know about. But when I say it was taking like 24 hours literally to just upload something to YouTube or to the podcast, it was freaking crazy, but it got done. Also this year, I was able to work on season 5 of Ready to Love on the OWN network. That was really cool. They bought the show to the DC area. So I got to work behind the scenes on that, mostly doing like the confessional type of things when they, reflect on their dates and stuff like that, doing touch-ups for the men and the women. That was cool. We already filmed the reunion, and I did do a vlog for the reunion, so I have to wait until the show finishes and the reunion, airs and everything like that, so I can, release that vlog, so I won't, be in violation of anything. But that was a really cool experience to work on that show. Met a lot of cool people, other friends in beauty who I've seen online before, but we've never met in person. That was really cool. Also, one thing that I did not mention at all, which is kind of a big deal, is I got to work with Essence. Like, and it's one of those things that you just kind of like forget, you know what I'm saying? But my friend in beauty, I don't know if she wants me to say her name, but one of my friends in beauty actually recommended me for the opportunity that I'm like super appreciative for. But it was for an online panel that they were doing for, how can I say, it's like this award that they give away that they partner with Pine Sol or something like that. So I got to work with the young lady who received the award last year, and she was like pretty much passing on the baton. But it was for Essence, okay? It was for Essence. It's on the website and everything. So I literally got to work with Essence this year and did not say anything. Like, what's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Another super duper cool thing that happened this year is my trademark for Friends in Beauty was approved. So I feel like I started this process, if I'm not exaggerating, I feel like I started it in 2020, and then it had to go to like the opposition phase and all that stuff, and they were trying to challenge it. I had to make some changes and had to file in 2 categories instead of 1. Like, it was like a whole year process for real. But Friends in Beauty is officially trademarked. So if you see anybody out there using the Friends in Beauty name in the same capacity that I'm using Friends in Beauty, holler at your girl so I can send them some papers so they can stop, so they can not get sued and everything. But yeah, it's really cool. I worked with my girl Shantia Maria. I cannot remember what episode of the podcast she is on, but I definitely interviewed her closer to the beginning of the podcast. So I will leave that down in the show notes, because she actually has a course that teaches you how to, file your trademark on your own, or you can pay her a fee to just do it for you. And that's what I did. Like, I didn't want any mistakes. So I was like, girl, you fill out this application. You know what you're doing. Just do it for me. Highly recommend that. Because the trademark process, if you're not familiar with it, it could be very tricky. So yeah, I'll definitely leave her information and the link to her episode below, because she breaks down trademarks and everything. Also, another cool thing, I traveled to Atlanta to be interviewed for a podcast. So I was on another podcast, well, I think a couple of podcasts this year, but this is the first time that I actually traveled like out of state to be on a podcast. So I was on the Stacking M's podcast with Tara Payton, another Friend in Beauty podcast alum. She invited me down to Atlanta because she's starting her podcast. And I had such a great time meeting her in person, first of all, because we've only talked virtually, even for the podcast. And outside of that, we met virtually in a podcast challenge that we were doing. And then we've talked virtually since then, but we had never seen each other in person. So that was really cool to actually see her in person and connect with her that way. Also, currently celebrating that Friends in Beauty on IG has surpassed the 1,000 followers mark. Okay, we are over 1,000 strong on the Instagram. And I'm only saying that to say, because you got to start somewhere, right? This is 2021. So I want to be able to reflect back on this episode of the podcast when I'm at like 200K followers or whatever, and be like, dang, I was just talking about I made it to 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely love that. Another thing, because there's so much that I've done this year, but the last thing that I'll share with you that you're probably familiar with is that I launched the Friends with Benefits membership for Friends in Beauty. So got my BFFs in there. We're about to start getting to it in January. And the only way that you can enroll between now and when we open up enrollment again is that you have to enroll through a BFF. So they know who they are. They have everything that they need to, share with you and everything like that. So I'll leave that up to them. But yes, launch the Friends with Benefits membership, and I'm super duper excited to get that popping. So isn't it really cool to reflect? Like, a lot of these things I honestly forgot that I had done until I went back and looked at my calendar, and it starts to really put things into perspective, because like I said, a lot of times you really don't feel like you're making progress or that you're doing anything significant at all. But once you reflect, you realize that you are. So I totally have so much to look forward to in the new year. So many things that I want to do. One of those things being, like I said, working with my BFFs inside of the Friends with Benefits Club. I'm really focused on getting them results really, really quick. So I'm looking forward to connecting with them, building a relationship with them, and like really figuring out how I can be of support to them in their business. I'm really looking forward to getting back to the events, man. Like all this Omarion variant that's going on out here, and whoever knows what the next variant is going to be. Like, can y'all just let us be great? I'm really ready to get back to events and everything. Maybe people just have to wear a mask and everything like that. But that's something that I have planned very soon after the new year hits. That's what the plan is. We're going to see what happens. But really looking forward to doing some kind of New Year's type of gathering or something just to get us, back into the room together. Also, I'm looking forward to bringing some of the Friends of Beauty events to different cities. So if you don't know, in 2020, I was supposed to do a whole 14 city tour for Friends of Beauty. It was about to be lit. It's not going to be 14 cities this time, but definitely looking forward to traveling and connecting with my friends in beauty in other states and other countries. Okay, so if you want me to come to your state in particular, let me know. Shoot your girl a DM and I'll see what I can do. As long as we have a good enough amount of friends in beauty there, I would definitely come and pop up in your city. I'm looking forward to having more amazing podcast guests, and I'll share with you my struggle on this, and maybe you can help me. But I do want to interview the big names in the industry, the Sam Fines and the Danessas and the AJ Crimsons, and all of them are coming. I'm manifesting them. They're on my list. But I also want to interview people who are popping as well, but aren't necessarily mainstream, or people that we need to know about that's out here really making an impact and killing it in the beauty industry. So it's always a battle, because I noticed that the podcast does, in all honesty, the podcast numbers do, much better when I have people who have a following or who have a big support system behind them. But I feel like those people already get so much praises all the time that I know they're not sick of it, but it's I want to start highlighting other people too who are lesser known but are still popping and doing their thing. So trying to figure out how to make it work for me and make it work for me as far as the numbers, but also my vision coming to life too. It's always a struggle, but definitely working on that. Looking forward to doing some workshops as well. As you know, I'm starting to incorporate education into the Friends in Beauty platform. So I'm looking forward to putting together some really cool workshops for you all. Also, one thing that I want to do with my YouTube channel too, that I want to switch over from. I'm talking to you this is how I talk to my friends, giving you my ideas and stuff. But one thing that I want to do for my YouTube is make it more of a vlog style for Friends in Beauty, instead of doing mostly sit down videos and stuff like that. I want to make it more so vlog style, behind the scenes of every day, or what I'm doing in my business behind the scenes, and then just incorporating some gems in there, a regular sit down video for YouTube. So definitely looking forward to bringing some more fun things to the YouTube channel. And last but not least, what I'm looking forward to the most is building a team slowly but surely. Okay, 2021, I mean, I did what I could do. You know what I'm saying? I did what I could do. I kind of developed this mindset of just do what you can, and whatever doesn't get done will get pulled to or pushed to tomorrow, or it just, I'm only one person. So in 2022, I absolutely have to build a team. If I want to continue to grow in my business and grow the way that I want to grow, I absolutely need a team. So starting off with like a personal assistant first, like a virtual assistant or something like that, and then slowly building in the other team members. But it's time. It is time. So yeah, look out for that soon. I might be putting out some either I'll go a different route and find a virtual assistant like online, or I might be putting out like a little job announcement or something like that. So yeah, that is what's going on over here. Super duper excited, super grateful for 2021, all the ups and downs. Really excited and looking forward to what 2022 will bring. We done already been through enough with 2020, 2021. Like, I know we're really ready to get back to our regular scheduled program in 2022. And I can't even believe that it's almost 2022. That's freaking crazy to me. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share with you. I'm pumped up. So I just want to say, like, happy holidays, happy new year. If I don't, personally speak to you before then, get those goals down on paper. Start to reflect on the things that you accomplished this year. You're going to be so surprised, and make sure you pat yourself on the back. Make sure you reward yourself in whatever kind of way you need to reward yourself. Like, yes, just reflect and let me know what happens. I'm excited for you too in the new year. All the things that you want to accomplish, all you need is a plan of action, and let's get to it, all right? So until next time, thank you for tuning in, and make sure you subscribe, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you join the Friends of Beauty Facebook community. That's another thing for the new year that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to getting some engagement in the group, because we have like 150 something people in the group right now, and I know it's going to grow. But when I say I'm the only one that's really posting in there, okay, let's keep it real. I'm the only one that's really posting in there, so I need y'all to get in there. Let's start to create some conversation. Let's share more. I'm always giving prompts for you to share and everything like that, but nobody wants to share. But I know it's coming. I'm gonna be patient, all right? But anyway, like I said, I'll talk to you soon, all right? I ain't gonna keep on rambling. I'm gonna talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. Share this episode with at least one friend in beauty, and subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts so that other friends in beauty can find this show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty, #Friends in Beauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.